Hey, welcome to Man Kitchen Recipes. I'm Kevin, and tonight we're making some oxtail posole, red chili posole with oxtail. We're smoking it in the Lone Star Grill's pellet grill. Let me show you how I put this all together and get it going through there. Come back out and take a taste of that. Doesn't that look good? All right, I got 2 packets, just under 4 pounds. I'm gonna get these out of the packaging. I'm gonna get them washed real well, and then we'll trim them up. Here we go. This pack on this side had a few smaller pieces and 1 big piece of the tail. And this one has 5 pieces and 2 very small pieces. But even these give flavor, especially if you're when you braise them. You want that flavor in there, so no big deal. Not gonna cut up those. We're gonna cut up some of the fat. Not much. They're not too fatty. Some of this hard fat off the sides. So you just gotta clean those up a little bit. Okay, so we didn't have too much fat. I'm just gonna set these on my wire rack, and I'm just gonna put some, I think I'm just gonna salt, pepper, garlic them today. Now there's a lot of ways you can do oxtail. A lot of ways. A lot of people like to use jerk seasoning. We're not doing that kind of a recipe today on Man Kitchen Recipes. So we're just doing the salt, pepper, garlic. Very simple. And we just need to get these smoked for, you know, right around probably 3.5 hours out on the smoker. We're using the Lone Star pellet grill today. And we're going to get some nice smoke on these. All right, we'll see you out at the grill. Right. I'm running the Lone Star Grill's pellet grill at 250 today. Got a little bit of a late start, so I got to get them a little, hopefully done a little bit quicker. If not, that's fine, but anyway, it's 102 again out today. We have been over 100 for a couple of weeks now, which is pretty crazy, and it's all weeks over 100. Right, oxtail's been going for about 3 hours and 15 minutes. They're temping out at 170, so I want to get these out of here. We'll continue to the next step. We're making some red chili oxtail posole, and I'm going to turn up the Lone Star up to 325 degrees. Let that start heating up while we do this next step. Alright, got my red chili heating up in the microwave. I don't want to put any cold red chili with my hot oxtails. While they're heating, while the red chili sauce is heating, I've got 1 medium onion diced up, and this onion was actually from our garden. Okay, I'm gonna use some garlic because I don't have any fresh, so I'm gonna put a little extra since it's not fresh. You want roughly 4 tablespoons, so we'll go a little extra here. Okay, we get our garlic. Thought I lost a piece. All right, garlic. I'm gonna put in just a little bit of cumin, about a teaspoon of cumin. All right, I got some Mexican oregano. I'm just gonna put a pinch, probably close to a teaspoon. Okay. And I like cilantro. I don't have any fresh. Usually sometimes I'll put it on at the top at the end. I've got some dried cilantro. I always have this on hand. So I'm just gonna add some of the cilantro to the sauce. Okay, actually I'm using a 1.2, or let's see, 1 pound, 12 ounces of red chili, mild Bueno red chili. This Bueno red chili plus a container of beef broth. And my fork fell down inside. Okay, got the beef broth. And then I want to get my red chili sauce in there. Okay. Well, it was in the microwave. I figured I'd get this all going. Boy, that barely fit, didn't it? We may have a mess at the end here. All right, let's get those oxtail in there. Right here's that big giant one. Probably should have waited on the beef broth. That's okay though. This is gonna get boiling hot. Hopefully it doesn't spill. All right, I'm gonna get a piece of foil on here and get it back on the pellet grill. All right, now let's see how this grill. All right. I am gonna go ahead and put this down here on the bottom shelf. And I'm gonna let this, it's already spilling just from me walking with it. I'm gonna let this braise for 2 hours, and then I'm going to come out here and add some canned hominy to it for the posole part. And I don't know if it's going to fit, but we'll see. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, it has been 2 hours, and I've got to make an executive decision since, you know, I'm the owner, so I had to make the decision. So what I've got going here, I know this is going to be overloaded. Let's just give it a look. Ooh, yeah, there it comes. Get a little more level there. It's coming out. Oh yeah, we are full, full, full. Okay, so what I got to do now is I brought another pan out here. Don't know if it'll all fit or not. Let's see. Sometimes you got to adjust your recipes on the fly. That is not moving for some reason. There must have been something on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove a couple of those oxtails and put them in this pan right here. Because we don't have room for our hominy, our posole. Okay. Put that little one in there. Now I got to get some of this sauce in there. My pan wasn't big enough or deep enough. So like I said, sometimes, you know, hey, it happens. All right. I've got my 2 cans of hominy rinsed and drained. So I want the majority of it over here, I guess. This will all end up in the same pan again, and I want some back over here. In fact, I have a can of golden hominy. Maybe I'll have to add that as well, because I love hominy. I think I will before I seal these completely up. So what we're going to do now is this is the last hour, and we're going to let them braise for another hour. I think I'm going to get some more hominy, because I love it. All right, I brought the yellow out here for you. More in that one, more in this one. Okay, now I can close them up. Alright, it's just under 4 hours of braising. Gotta see if these are done. Oh, it's bubbly. It's definitely bubbly. Well, I see some bone right there. Looks like it's coming off of the bone. I think we're about done. That looks pretty tender. Alright. I'm going to take these off and get some gloves on and get the meat off of there and have us some posole. See you inside. They look pretty darn good. I need to get the, see if I can get the meat off of these bones. I'm also going to try to get some of this fat off the top if I can. Look at that. I want to get that bone out of there. All right. Add this one back in. All right, mix that meat back in. We'll get a bowl full and do a taste. All right, boy, it's still hot out here. Anyway, there's that oxtail posole. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Oxtail posole. Man, you know, I mean, you got to peel all that. I like doing taking the meat off the oxtail because you can feel all the fat or the gristle that's in there. Oxtail posole. All right, yeah, most people make stews and Cajun style. I got to do it New Mexican style. Cheers. Wow. I got a lot of ingredients in there. A lot of times you put shredded lettuce, radish, cilantro, whatever you like to put on top. I just like having mine like this. I wish I had more sauce, but my pan wasn't deep enough. I should have added probably another couple of cups of broth or water. But I'll tell you what, it's got the flavor. Delicious red chili posole with oxtail. So good. All right. Hey, get yourself some oxtail if you want to make some posole. You just saw how to do it. Hope you give it a try. If you haven't had oxtail before, smoke some up. Make a stew, or just like using chuck or brisket. It takes, 6 to 8 hours to smoke. Got to go low and slow. Make it tender. So good. All right. Hope you do give this a try. Hope you have a great day.